Effects of the Civil War. Missouri Compromise. According to the deal thought of by Henry Clay, if the Southern states agreed to the admission of Maine as a free state, Missouri would be admitted as a slave state. Nat Turner Rebellion. Bloody rebellion led by a Virginia slave resulted in new laws forbidding the education of slaves and further restricting their rights. Wilmot Proviso prevented the introduction of slavery into lands acquired after the Mexican-American War. Slavery. Issue that threatened to destroy the U.S. Northerners called it barbaric, but Southerners said it was a necessity. Harriet Tubman. Northerners helped slaves escape the South through a series of tunnels, trails, and caravans. Compromise of 1850/Fugitive Slave Law. Authored by Henry Clay, California became a free state. Other territories would vote on the issue and caused another law to be strengthened. Kansas-Nebraska Act. Passed by Congress, it allowed people in this territory the right to choose whether to be a free or slave state. It repealed the Missouri Compromise of 1820, which prohibited slavery north of latitude 3630. Ostend Manifesto. In a bungled attempt to annex Cuba from Spain, Northern abolitionists became suspicious of a conspiracy to extend the reach of slavery, which further soured relations between the North and South. Dred Scott Decision. Slaves have no rights as citizens even if they had previously lived in a free state. John Brown Rebellion. Tried to lead a slave rebellion at Harper's Ferry, Virginia. Election of Abraham Lincoln. Northern Republican elected made the South think that he would surely end slavery. Secession. After election, 11 states formed their own nation called the Confederate States of America. Emancipation Proclamation. On January 1, 1863, President Lincoln declared all slaves in enemy territory liberated. Of course, those who owned slaves in enemy territory ignored the order, and slaves in border states were not included. Division of Virginia. Citizens in the western portions of this territory who opposed secession petitioned the U.S. government for statehood. West Virginia became the 35th state on June 20, 1863. Death. Deadliest war in history, 60,000 died in combat or from disease. Reconstruction. During this difficult era, the southern states were gradually admitted back into the Union and the areas destroyed during the war were rebuilt. Scalawags. A white Southerner who collaborated with Northern Republicans during Reconstruction, often for personal profit. The term was used derisively by white Southern Democrats who opposed Reconstruction legislation. Carpetbaggers. A person from the northern states who went to the South after the Civil War to profit from the Reconstruction. Jim Crow laws. State and local laws enforcing racial segregation in the southern United States. Invention that helped with trade. Transcontinental Railroad. Causes of WW1. Mutual defense alliances, militarism, imperialism, nationalism, assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand. Consequences of WW1. Europe was transformed. Human and economic costs were enormous. Germany lost valuable territory. America suffered. Cause of WW2. Rise of the Nazi Party. Effects of WW2. Germany left in ruins. Germany divided into 4 sectors. War stimulated U.S. economy and brought them out of depression. Feudal Japan. a time when powerful families and the military power of warlords and their warriors, the samurai, ruled. The Yamato family remained as emperor, but their power was seriously reduced because the daimyo, shoguns, and samurai were so powerful. Nationalism. Loving your own country. Imperialism. Trying to expand your country by overtaking other countries, forcing your beliefs on the newly acquired land. New England colony came about because of religious freedom. Middle colony. Economic and trade routes, breadbasket of the colonies. Southern colony. King is cash crop for profit. Strengths of the Articles of Confederation. To declare war and make peace, to coin and borrow money, to detail with foreign countries and sign treaties, operate post offices. Weaknesses of the Articles of Confederation. National government could not force states to obey laws, did not have power to tax, did not have power to enforce laws, lacked strong and steady leadership, no national army or navy, no system of national courts. Each state could issue its own money, each state could put tariffs on trade between states.